Hello, welcome to week 5. I hope you enjoyed the readings from this past week, and I definitely enjoyed reading some of your discussions. There was a uniform perception, it seemed, in the class about these readings being somewhat different than some of the readings we've assigned in previous weeks in the class, and that was definitely by design. And we are hoping that these readings elicited a lot of animated and deep discussion on topics related to uptalk and verbal tics, like saying I'm sorry, apologizing frequently. And it was very interesting. It seemed like many of you could relate to both of those behaviors, both uptalk and apologizing. I know I could. It was after reading these articles and others like them that I've had to intentionally change my behavior and my responses depending upon the audience that I'm in and the type of leadership situation that I'm involved in. And I noticed that you all very much enjoyed the career coach who came in and spoke to the class, and I was also very interested to hear some of your comments about how she really didn't go headlong into an assertion about gender stereotypes and challenges that women leaders face based on gender, and instead she took much more of kind of a middle of the road approach to career coaching. And a lot of you really enjoyed the golf club analogy, and I enjoy that as well, because it really points out that any leader, man or woman, has a lot of different tools at their disposal, like golf clubs in a golf bag, and that an important part of being a leader is to choose the right clubs for the golf game or choose the right tools for whatever leadership situation that you're in. And that kind of gets back to the career coach's approach of dealing with every coaching situation on a very individualized basis. Looking at the person that she's coaching and exactly what they need in a particular situation, a group of people that individual is trying to lead, and I think that's kind of a different approach. That was one really interesting aspect that we were hoping that you all would key in on, is that unlike a lot of the papers and the previous panel that we had in class, the career coach really didn't talk as much about gender and gender stereotypes and bias. Instead, just talked about the challenges that leaders face. And we thought that would be a very interesting contrast for discussion among all of you, and it definitely was. And so I really appreciate you taking hold of some of the comments that she made and relating them to your personal experiences, and then back to the reading again. I think that was very effective. So this coming week, we have a guest speaker on Tuesday. Dr. Molly Carnes is going to be speaking, and I think many of you are aware that she was the originator of this course. She started it many years ago. She's also an internationally renowned expert on dealing with gender bias and leadership in women. And you'll have an opportunity this week to read some of the articles that she and her colleagues have written, as well as to view some videos of other presentations that she's given to different audiences. She's going to talk about the educational intervention in STEM that she initiated. Basically, it involves an analysis of the existence of stereotypes, and she demonstrates that these can lead to bias. Even just unconscious bias is something that she discusses a lot in one of these videos. And she also talks about how women can be stuck in the opt-out group, or the out group, where women can almost appear invisible. When leadership positions are being doled out, it can be sometimes men are the ones doing the assigning of leadership roles. Sometimes it can be as if the women don't even exist and males are given the leaders. And again, that's due to unconscious bias and unconscious assumptions about ability, leadership ability. So you can have an opportunity to read articles that are on these topics dealing with unconscious bias, and then to attend Dr. Carnes's seminar. And I think we'll have a really lively and effective discussion. So looking forward very much to this week.